It's Wednesday. Time for our weekly trip to the new zoo.
Neil Anderson joins us live from Suamico this morning, and some new animals to show us. Hi, Neil. How you doing?
Hey, very good. A little cool this morning, but we're waking up out here at the zoo with a new arrival that came to the zoo last week. And we got a couple new arrivals, and usually spring and fall is a good time of year to go ahead and bring animals in. You don't have the summer heat as you're trying to transport animals. But this is an elk cow that she was born last year, and we had an individual from Casco that had he ended up giving us a call, and he had a cow available, and we were looking for one. We have just our bull on exhibit. It worked out real well, and they did all the pre-shipment testing and everything that needs to be done. And that's one thing when you're shipping animals. There's a lot of pre-test and pre-shipping requirements that need to go in line with that particular shipment. And in her case, one of the big things is they need to be TB tested. So if you're moving an elk or any type of cervid from a particular one area, one institution to another, or a private place to a public place, whatever you need to do, that shipment, you need to go ahead and get a TB test, and that's also done by a licensed veterinarian, and the state was involved as well. And you can see she's got that little tag on her ear. Now when she gets here, we place her, and this is our hoof stock quarantine area. Now, all animals that come into the zoo, one of the things that we want to make sure is that when they come in, they're healthy. And all mammals, and of course she qualifies for that, have a 30-day quarantine period. And you have to have an area that you can isolate a particular animal in that they'll be comfortable in here. You want to keep the stress down as much as you possibly can. But then at that particular point, we're going to monitor her. We're going to do some testing, check and see if she's got any internal parasites, because we don't want to introduce something out into the herd out there in the exhibit or into the exhibit itself. And she's doing real well. She's settled in. It's interesting for her is she's settling in this exhibit. Right next to her, though, is our red wolf exhibit. So, she can smell them and they can smell her. But I got to tell you this, is our bull elk, hasn't had a female out there on exhibit for several years. And part of the reason being is that we needed to get CWD-free status for 5 years. So we couldn't ship animals in and out of the zoo, especially animals that were deer family. So we've been waiting and waiting. But like this morning, he's out there bugling. It was dark when I came into work, and he's out there bugling. And I can tell you what, he knows he can pick her scent up right now.
Shut up, really?
Oh, yes, yep. And we're over back by the animal hospital. You know where his exhibit is, way out on the plains over on the other side of the park. But he knows she's here. And cool. He's just bugling and everything. And so what we're hoping is, by mid-October.
I'm over here.
Exactly. And the thing is, the animal that's going to probably be more excited about this than anything is the female pronghorn, because that bull elk just keeps following that little female pronghorn around. Okay, so that's not a good match there. So he's going to be excited to see her, and it'll be nice, because then we'll have a nice little elk herd out there in the future on that plains exhibit. There'll be a lot of things going on, but one of the first things, like I say, when animals come in the quarantine, we need to get this going. The other thing is we need to get her to clear quarantine before our zoo booth starts up as well, because a lot of activity going on back here. But she's doing well, and hopefully we'll have her on exhibit in about 3 weeks.
Sounds great.
Yeah. All right, Neil, we'll talk to you again next hour, okay?
Hey, sounds good.